What is going on, YouTube? You are on the lifeboat. It's your captain speaking, Captain Calhoun. What's going on? Brazy Girl, I see you. Jason P, Wally, Carolette needing a meeting. What's going on? What's going on? Info Dump Truck. Good to see you guys. I'm glad you all made it. Glad you all made it. The Admiral has a migraine. Let's get some ones for the Admiral. Filling in for my old man. What's going on? Alan Ballantyne, Don Meredith, Layla Bradley. Hey. Welcome in, guys. Yeah, we're gonna do an oldie but a goodie today. We're gonna talk about support. I don't necessarily need some support. I mean, we all need some support, is the point. We're gonna talk about support systems. Seven Son Steve-O, Jamie Palmer got an air fryer today. Let's go. I need to get one. I hear they're the best. I hear it's the only way to reheat French fries properly. That's what they tell me. Izzy E, hey. I'm glad you're here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank God it's Friday, guys. It is Friday. I wouldn't know, though. I've been working all day. I've just been doing laundry and cleaning up, and there's still a ton of stuff to do. There's a sock in the corner over there. But yeah, it's a nice day. Anybody have any fun plans before we get into this support system? Hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications if you like what we do here. My sister, Curious George. What's going on? Gail Carney. Thanks for all these ones, guys. Karen Pooley, pardon me. Tina Serlin, TKD. What's going on? Diane O'Connor. Aspire to Inspire. Casey, Koala Lou, Saguaro Christmas. Hey, guys. Becca Jean. Hello. Jam. Cup of coffee. I could use a cup of coffee. I got a Red Bull, though, because I was lazy. Support, guys. Yeah. The road to recovery is emotionally challenging. And having a support system is essential on this journey, which is kind of what we have here. We have quite the support system here. And you definitely need to feel comfortable with your support system. You need to, the whole point is so that you can feel safe to express feelings, fears, and frustrations, right? What's going on with you today? What's going on in your inner self? If you don't have anyone that you trust to tell things to, if you're not telling the things you need to the people you trust, it's all the same, and it's not good. We're going to need to establish a support system on this road to recovery. This is going to help us cope with the inevitable ups and downs. To reference my recent trip, the hardest part of being in that old environment for me was dealing with my emotions without getting high, without getting drunk, without drugging and drinking. And I did that through a solid support system that I've cultivated over many years. And I have to say, without that, I don't think that I could have done that trip at all. I think that it would have been very different. It was not without its uncomfortabilities. It definitely was mighty uncomfortable at times, but I was able to make it through with the support of my loved ones. And that's the point. They hold me accountable. They encourage me, they motivate me. And that's what we should be doing for each other. It's definitely a two-way street as well. Not only do we need support, but we have to give support as well, for different reasons. But the give and the take is essential. Rick Smith, what's going on? Lord Kiss Freak. Hey. Saw some other names. I Live for Now. Cosmic Christie. Hey there. How you doing? Karen Pooley. Everyone in here is lovely. Yeah, I'm so glad you're here, Karen. I'm glad you found us. We do have quite the crew here. The crew really makes the boat what it is, I have to say. Jamie Palmer, embarrassing story. I was talking to my brother earlier, and I'm pretty sure I was dozing off and started talking about squishy things. Lol. What did your brother have to say about that, Jamie? My biggest supporters probably been my grandparents on my mom's side. I have to say. Trying to think who else, but they and my little sister, Cedar. 100% my biggest fan. I love her. She's the best. Lisa Trimble, what's going on? How you doing? I hope you're doing great. Shannon Smith, I see you. What's up, peeps? Tommy Bird. I suggest a nice sturdy walking stick in my case, I'm moving more towards the walker category these days. Oh no. Well, I have to say, maybe you could like put tennis balls on it and make it a little more fun, or some racing stripes. Get some like flame decals. Lori Lee, what's going on? Rip Curl Readiness, Body Illusion. Hey there. I'm back in it, back in the saddle, talking about support. Sweet Tea, Kristen, Melinda. Wow. So many people are here today. I'm so excited about it. This is good. This is really good. Just for anybody new here, the Lifeboat is a largely peer support YouTube channel, and we are an anti-addiction channel, not anti-drug. We're big on harm reduction. If you're doing a bong rip, and you used to do dope, I'm not mad at you. We are trading up. We're trying to increase our quality of life any way possible. And this isn't just strictly about addictions. This can also be overeating. This can be, or I should say, it's not only substances, right? And drinking, right? We can quit many things to improve our lives. As my father would say. Rose K, what's going on? Kate 76. I am feeling better and my sinus issue is resolved. I kind of feel like the dentist was just patting my butt and like telling me I was okay, to make me feel better, because I definitely felt better before I went in, but he did pat my butt real good, and we made an appointment to have an exam and cleaning and make a plan for the remaining cavities. And that should be in a few weeks. So I'll keep you posted. But so far, sinuses are good. The mouth's good. I was eating tacos today, and I kind of cut up that area of my mouth, but it's fine. It's strong. It's strong. Yeah, the bong is definitely not as bad as the needle. And I'm not necessarily condoning that you partake in anything at all. I'm just saying that I'm not going to be mad for making good trades. We're not an anti-drug channel, and I'm not going to shy away from talking about any particular substances. And I'd like to keep it that way. I'd like to cultivate a safe space where people feel like they can talk about what's going on in their lives, because real stuff is going on in our lives, and a lot of us don't feel like we can talk about it. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. Do I sound like my dad tonight? I'm trying to channel the great Admiral Scoville for sure. For sure. He told me he was going to do this show this evening, but then a migraine struck like 30 minutes before the show. So I said, no sweat. I got a backup plan. And I went through my old notes, and we had one of the first shows I did was on support. If you missed it, there's a bunch of shows that I did right in the beginning that were pretty darn good. Go back and check them out if you don't mind, if you want to check it out. But yeah, so this is something we've already done, but it's important. We're probably going to rehash quite a bit of stuff. The longer the boat goes on, the concepts don't change. The concepts are the same. They don't lose importance at all. Roberta, hey there. How you doing? It's been a while. Feel you, Spanx. Lots of work to be done in orifice under my nose. Yeah, that's the mouth. That's the mouth. You guys should hear the thunder cracking outside. If I wasn't doing this, I would be on my balcony just soaking it up. Not literally like soaking up rain in my clothes, but just absorbing the atmosphere, I guess. Anyways, so support systems. Flickfox, hey, how you doing? Support system helps us stay accountable. Knowing others that are rooting for you is a big deal. It changes how things look, how things feel, and wanting the best can be motivating. Help you stay on this recovery path. Shelly, hey, what's going on? Quacks, Janet G. Recovery involves conquering obstacles and setbacks. With a group of people around us, we see each other grow. And this is, I can't possibly overstate how important this is. Having the people with you to watch you grow is essential, because then you have something, not only a reference point, but someone to celebrate with. and also someone to help pick you up when you fall down, and vice versa. Nobody can do this alone. No one's going to do it alone. It's just facts. It's just how it is. We are going to fall down. We are going to get back up. And having people around for that. And I know this kind of sounds silly, but man, it makes such a huge difference. Those of you that do have a support system and have been alone and down and out before can attest to how important this is. My trip was great, Shelly. I was going through some vids today, and I realized exactly what needs to happen with my footage before I can put it up. I haven't started clipping and editing and stuff. I wish I could take the audio out. I think the audio is terrible. It's just people going woo like all the time, but the visuals are great. So maybe I can figure out how to get the audio off. I don't know. If not, we'll just make some choice cuts and have to deal with silly people being really excited. But I have a couple art pieces. I have the temple before and after burn. I have a buttload of fire performing. Not exactly like, so the fire performing is its own little thing. I have to say that shooting, like rolling a camera on fire at night, is an interesting shot to get. And it was my first time, so some of that's going to be good, some of it's going to be whatever. I'll make a highlight reel is probably what we'll do, and I think I'll make 2 or 3 shows out of it. I'll probably do a show for the temple and a show for the fire. There will be fire in both vids, and I can't wait to share it with you. I just totally rambled. You know how to get me excited. Ask me about my trip. I tell you what. Let's see what I missed. Awakened by the Looking Glass reflection. What's going on? Shannon Smith, you don't have much of a support system. What's going on? Why not? I feel like I see you making friends in the chat all the time. Do you not feel comfortable enough to share stuff with the other crewmates here? And I'm not saying you should. I'm not pressuring you. I'm just wondering what the holdup is, because it's really important. It's really important. I think not even only strictly in a recovery sense. Having people around is important for just mental health, in my opinion. I think it's very, very important. And I'd have to say, you're probably isolating, Shannon. Have you been journaling? What's going on? Share with us what's going on. Someone needs to take these protein bars away from me. Oh, I'm not necessarily needing help. I said, can I get some support in the title? Because it's basically what my dad said to me today. And now I'm here. Ben Bacon Bits, what's going on? Crazy Brumfield. Yeah, Shannon, hey, if you also want, you can reach out to me on the email or in the messenger. And if you want to have a private dialogue, I'd love to talk to you and see if I can help, see if we can figure out what's the hang up here. Because you got to be enjoying your life too. That's another thing. We should, I was going to do something on contrary action, but this resonated more. But finding things that make you happy, finding things to do with your new life is also equally important. One of those very important things for recovery. Getting out of your comfort zone and experiencing new things, putting new grooves on your brain, like my dad would say. How can we get you into the company of good people, Shannon? That's the question. You're journaling, you're meditating. You have friends on here. I see you chit-chatting with all sorts of folks on here. Maybe we just need to get like a meetup or like a chat room going or something. I don't know. Mac Dermoctagal, what's going on? Hey, Kathy Ann. Welcome in, welcome in. Wow, the chat's going so quick, I have to like scroll up to look. I'll have to figure out how to do that, Jamie. I'm looking into it for sure. The audio is terrible. The audio was bad. And then you guys already saw the live I did from the conference center and the wing thing. Both of those videos I don't have recorded. I just have them live, like on the YouTube, which is unfortunate. So if I wanted to do anything with those two pieces, it wasn't going to work out. Practical assistance. So there are support systems like support groups, friends, peers, family, but also you might need something a little more serious like a treatment, like medical stuff. You might need to attend support groups, or maybe need is the wrong word. It might benefit you largely to attend like an organized support group, kind of like this, but in person. I've been to a bunch of support groups, therapy, the works, right? There are levels to this that require an actual expert, an actual medical professional, someone with a degree. And early recovery feels overwhelming. So these things make it more tolerable, I have to say. And going back to what Shannon was saying, reducing isolation is going to be big, and it goes hand in hand with having a peer support group. When you have friends to go hang out with, you can get out of your head, out of your zone. And again, experience new things, put new grooves in your brain. Where was I? I'm losing my train of thought, and I'm getting lots of provocative thoughts in my head. Kathleen Champ, what's going on? Have an appointment. Have a blessed evening to you all. You too. Thank you for saying that. I have an Apple phone, Jamie. Texas Kate, welcome in. I'm glad you caught a live. This one's kind of on the fly from the hip, but I think it's working out okay. Reducing isolation helps combat blah 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 blah. I don't know where I was coming from with that. So having a peer support system helps combat withdrawing from friends and family. Doing exciting things with your friends helps you not withdraw from your friends. Does that make sense? Recovery often involves rebuilding relationships. Relationships that have suffered damage or strain as a result of whatever we were doing prior, right? Support fosters healthy communication. So we learn how to communicate with each other. We learn how to support each other. We learn how to deal with our emotions, fall down, get back up together. That helps us apply that in the rest of our lives with our other relationships that are already existing that may or may not have been damaged by what we've been doing, what we've been up to, right? So it's a nice simulation, so to speak. You can contact me at sober@myyahoo.com, Shannon. And here I'll type it in just so it's easier. And we're all sharing in experiences as well. Again, going back to what I was saying earlier, we're going to watch each other fall down, get back up, watch each other grow, win, lose, all of the above, right? Sharing these experiences together is a big deal. Those who have successfully overcome abuse and trauma are an inspiration, and they are a boon to have for people with less, right? They get to see it happen. They get to see it happen for people that they've come to like, come to love. And then it happens for them. And it's the gift that keeps on giving. Doing this alone, I can't imagine. I can't imagine doing this alone. So if you are, email me, hit me at that email. If you're doing this alone, let's figure it out. My dad used to talk about a 5, having like your 5 close friends, your 5 people that you can relate with, that, when you're having a bad time, you can talk with. I like that system. And it is, I think, training wheels for just a greater support system. It's good to have your 5 of the people that you can trust, but doing the work that we're doing, eventually you'll come to a place where like you don't have to identify those people. You know who they are. But if you don't know who your 5 is, I encourage you to identify some people that you can relate with, that maybe have been through the stuff that you're struggling with. I definitely don't think that I would have as much benefit from having heroin addicts in my 5. Well, that's not true for me, because a lot of my trauma is from my childhood that was in relation to heroin, but you know what I mean? Like someone that also shares similar struggles with you, I think is a good person to have in your five. And also probably someone that's got a little bit of time under their belt would be a good move. That's up to you. I'm not telling you how to run your program, but no wiener. What's going on in the chat? Caddy Connie, what's going on? Wow. Just look over and there's some wiener or some not wiener. What's going on, Monk? I heard a new song that was extremely inspiring. What is it, Jamie? Ooh, I hear the rain now. I can see clearly now the rain has gone. What's up, Debbie? Izzy E, early recovery and early parenthood were the loneliest moments of my life. Having your A team makes all the difference. Absolutely. And on that note, thank you for being my A team, guys. Thanks for having my back. Even when I'm shooting from the hip and I am a little sweaty, you guys make it okay. You guys give me the confidence and strength to just make it happen. I have to say, conversations with Christy, what's going on? I was wondering if I'd see you tonight. We are supporting. We're just talking about support groups and whatnot. The title was about my dad. My dad basically said that to me. He was supposed to do this show, but he's got a migraine. He said, support. So I got him. I got his back. Who I Am by Win Sparks. I'll have to check it out. Thank you, Jamie. Well, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications if you like what we do here. It certainly makes a difference. Y'all, we are almost to 20K. We are on the way up. We are on the escalator. We're losing people, gaining people all day long, but we must be doing something right because the trajectory is generally in an upward direction. And that makes me happy. That's exciting. I was a little nervous. I was a little worried when my dad thrust this upon me. And I shouldn't, I mean, he thinks about it that way. It's what I wanted. I definitely could have we could have had a smoother transition and less of a take it, can get out of here kind of thing. But it was a little scary at first. It kind of seemed like we weren't, we reversed directions for sure at first. And now we've kind of turned it around. So I'm stoked. Had me doubting myself a little bit at first, but it is right around the corner. And our 3-year anniversary is also right around the corner. We're going to do Tink Time today, Brazy. I have been practicing after my loss. Thank you for supporting me at the Trolley Wing Co., by the way, Brazy. You're the best. After my disappointing loss at the Wing Company, I have been practicing with ghost pepper salsa. I've been eating nothing but tacos and ghost pepper salsa for about a day and a half. That's not true. I've had a balanced diet, but I've eaten a ridiculous amount of tacos and ghost pepper salsa. So I think it's time to get back in the Tink game. And we're gonna I don't want to say aggressively, but we're definitely gonna attack this thing. I don't want to have like a bad, I don't want to call it a bad experience. I remember that one time I did the Grizzly Heat and it really kicked my butt. I'd like to shy away from that, but I think we can still big toe the gas pedal a little more, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna start chasing down some photos on the walls at random hot sauce wing places. That's what I want. I want my face on the wall. I want to win the challenges. So next time I go to Salt Lake, that prize will be mine. So maybe in like a couple minutes. I'm not quite done farting around. We'll get into some Tink Time here in a bit. Chug it, says Lord Kiss Freak. Dude, I don't know if I can. I have to say, what happened in my body after eating almost all those wings? Wow, it's really raining out there. I wish you guys could hear it. It's like the best sound ever. The only thing better would be if it was on a tin roof and there was like a banjo and a jug band out back. Yeah, I don't. Chugging it would have to be way, way worse in my tummy than just how I think it was like 7.5, 8.5 wings that I ate. That was painful. I don't think I was very hydrated. Otherwise, it would have been a less drawn out process. But Like I waited all day to feel the wrath of that in my intestines, and nothing happened until I was going to bed like 8 hours later. And then I got cramps. And then it was just bad. It was bad. So I don't know about the chugging. If the old man can, I can too. But I have to say, I question the intelligence of the old man sometimes. Don't you, Lord Kiss Freak? I mean, I love the guy, but chugging it? I wish we could have had a camera on him for the rest of the day. I wonder what happened. Maybe this is a good time to try a poll. We could like poll what happened after he chugged it. I saw a button for polls the other day. Is it here? Maybe it was in the YouTube interface, but it was going to allow me to just insert a poll. Maybe I'll put it in the community post later. Maybe I'll post it like, hey, after my dad chugged the tincture, what do you guys think happened? And we'll give a couple options. That's a fun game that we're totally going to play later tonight. It's okay if I pick on him because he's my dad. I question the intelligence of chugging, says Shannon Smith. You know what, Shannon? We're friends. We can get along just fine. I think we're seeing eye to eye on this for sure. Tampa B man, what's going on? I always feel so excited when you show up, Tampa. It makes me feel like I'm doing it right because I know you're like a staunch supporter of my dad, and you don't show up to all my shows, but when you do, I feel like I'm really killing it. So it may be unrelated entirely to your attendance, but it makes me feel good regardless. And I'll keep believing that in my heart. I mean, are your spirit guides about to bomb out Germany or what? Oh, by the way, Izzy, thank you so much for sending me that little clip earlier. I was blown away. I was sitting on my couch and I said, "Oh my," out loud. It's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. If that's who you learned from, I can't wait to see you dance. Yeah, there's a video of me eating the wings at the hot chicken house. I believe it, Tampa. I believe it 100%. Love Shack, Love Shack. Is that stuck in your head still, Ben? I thought that was from this morning. Wasn't it this morning that you said Love Shack is going to destroy my mind? Now look at you. Mind destroyed. We call it Bobo's Revenge around here because our spice nut is called Bobo, and he will send you running to the bathroom if you let him. Oh my. Where about is that? What to where do I owe this slang? I think that's fantastic, by the way. We got to think of something like that for Johnny. Yeah, funny image of B-50. That's a great painting idea for any artists out there. I'd love to see the B-52 spirit guides. At the Love Shack. That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, thank you for all your support, Tampa B. When you pop up, I guess I should say when I see your name in the chat, not when you show up. When I see you in the chat, it makes me feel good. And maybe it's just because it's that beautiful blue hue in your name and in your thumbnail. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to think about it too much because I like feeling good, you know? Oh my gosh, everyone's singing Love Shack. I know the song. It's stuck in my head now too. I used to pick on my dad too. Before I would go to visit him, I would think of ways I could mess with him. My dad's like he taught me all the pranks back in the day. So we can definitely bond on messing with each other a little bit. As long as like right this moment, I wouldn't pick on him to his face because he's got a migraine. He's not feeling well. So I pick on him behind his back a little. I think it's hilarious. All right. It's just inevitable that I'm going to miss some stuff, guys. I could just read all day long, which I guess isn't a bad thing, but let's get into some Tink time. And let me make sure I didn't forget anything. It was kind of a jumbled message, but, in short, Support systems play a crucial role providing emotional support, accountability, encouragement, and inspiration, and just general, goodwill among men and women. The likelihood of your long-term recovery is going to go up as you accumulate good people in your circle. And maybe we'll talk about contrary action the next time I do a show, because one of the things I had to do to set boundaries, which is what we talked about yesterday, one of the things I had to do in order to have a support system was to cull my friend group, was to cull, like to change to do what I wasn't normally doing. If we do what we've always done, we'll get what we always got. So I had to, I had to stop hanging out with a lot of people. I had to set a lot of firm boundaries with myself and others. And I had to do a lot of things that I have never done before. I had to do a lot of things that I usually would never do. All coming together to lead me to somewhere where I could succeed, to build an environment like I have here. I am a little isolated here, but I've got family. I just got back from a vacation visiting my friends, so it's working. It's working so far. I would say if I could change one thing, I would have a friend or two closer, that I don't have to buy a plane ticket to go see. And that's something that I can fix. I can go out and, expand my friend group, expand my comfort zone. And it's not something I can snap my fingers and have, right? But I know there's someone out there in Tucson that I can relate with, that I can be friends with. I'm sure of it. And they will present themselves, I'm sure. So that being said, glitter, you get glitter bombed, Ben? Or is that the lyrics to the song? Oh my. Here, please hold. I have to see this rain. It's wonderful. I'm going out there. All right. So let's do the jacked up Tommy's Tink, shall we? For those that don't know, this is capsaicin tincture. So it's pure capsaicin, which is the oil in hot peppers that makes your mouth burn. This is not THC. It's not anything except capsaicin. And I believe it's organic coconut oil is the medium they suspended in. So just for those that this is their first time, we're not getting high. We're just doing a little capsaicin. Chug, chug, chug. It's so good when it hits your lips. Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank. You guys know that movie? Where's Jeremy Fowler when you need him? He'd get that reference immediately, I'm sure of it. Shout out to my buddy Jeremy Fowler. I'm a pretty big fan of that guy. All right. Bottoms up. That was like 3 or 4 drops, I think. Whatever was in the end of that thing, it all went in. Ugh. Okay, I'm at like a 3, a 4, 5, 6. Stopping at 6. That was cool. I don't think I've ever like been present enough to feel it like boop, 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 and then like level. Okay, maybe 7. I can feel my eyes sweat. It's definite 7. Yeah, my tolerance went down too, Ben. Yeah, we need a family band, Brazy. We need the lifeboat band for sure. I call the wooden spoons and the mouth harp, or I'll do a didgeridoo too if it fits. Kind of hard to fit a didgeridoo into a song. That drone. I can make monkey noises while I play the didge. I can make all kinds of weird sounds, birds and squeals and stuff. When it hits the back of your throat, it's so good. Death by pepper juice. That's right. It's a good one. Okay, now it's on the way back down. I'm probably at a 5 now. It's spread out to the sides, over the top. So like it started in the center, went to the sides, and now to the back. In the throat for sure. Sweet tea. I can't wait to drink your coffee, sweet tea. Oh my gosh. There must be a fire crew in Tucson. I just, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Get on Facebook and reach out. I've said this before, but I wanted to get like a nice foundation before I plugged in and gave myself the ability to screw up and F off, because one of my favorite things to do is to just F off. But I really, really enjoy doing good works. I really, really enjoy doing the boat. I really, really enjoy this foundation that I've built for myself. So now I feel pretty comfortable. I could probably make some friends, and it would be a good thing. So thank you for bringing that up, Seventh. I do forget. There's lots of stuff in my head, and there's only so much room at one time, Rick Spicer, what's going on, brother? Yeah, you can't get a DUI or fail a drug test from Tincture. That's right. Mr. Ray, what's good? Missed you, dude. How you doing? SpaceX rocket launch scheduled for 8/14, Vandenberg Space Force Base. Can we see that from where we're at, Mr. Ray? And honestly, that's I just need to go hang out with Mr. Ray. He's right around the way. I'm a big fan of Cheetos and I'm a big fan of Cajun seasoning, although something inside me says there's no way that they got it right, but I'm going to have to try. I'll have to try. There's an app called Next Space Flight. It's almost completely done spicing in my mouth. I'm at like a 2. So that was good. That was a good one. That was a nice ride. Up, down, good to go. On a clear night, Ben. Sweet. Okay. Well, it will definitely be dark at 8/14, so hoping I can see some fire in the sky. You know how I like fire. I want to try playing the bagpipes, the oboe, the bassoon, the organ, and the earth harp. I'm really into obscure instruments and just obscurities, period, I think, are something that I'm really into. Did you know, random fun instrument fact, that the bagpipes, all the notes, so a set of bagpipes is one key only. Same as harmonicas. Harmonicas are one key. So if you want to play in a bunch of different keys, you need like a case full of different harmonicas. I thought that was interesting about the bagpipes. I would not have expected that from such a large instrument. The burn, so it kind of feels, especially that the spicier you go, it will kind of leave your skin where it touched feeling raw and burnt. More burnt than raw. Kind of like a sunburn, but not exactly. It's kind of a unique burn for sure. But so it'll go away, but you can tell that you just dropped there. You know what I mean? You can tell that you were just burning there. It's not the same as when it's actively burning, but your skin is kind of a quiver, Maybe it's actually burning me slightly. I don't know, but it definitely feels like a burn. That was a very long drawn out answer. No, it does not completely go away. That's what I was trying to say, Brazy. Thanks for your patience. It's light out till 10 p.m. up there, dude. I heard it was Canada Day. And is that just because of how north you are? I wonder why that is, Lord Kiss Freak. That's really wild. That's pretty cool. Or is that like the city lights? I wonder if Tink is a germ killer too. That is a curious thought. I mean, it's pretty aggressive. It's pretty aggressive, you would think, right? Saw a story about a comet that's passing by this weekend. I forgot the name, something weird. I do like space stuff. Space stuff's fun. I heard on the radio or on some TV show or the news, I can't remember. I was watching something with my buddy. What was that? Do you guys see that? Wow. Into the darkness. I heard that we're gonna in 15 years have the movie Armageddon. That's gonna happen. I don't know if we're gonna send a spaceship to go try and drill it in half, but apparently there's a world-ending asteroid headed towards Earth. I don't know if this is true or not. I'm just regurgitating information, but this is what the TV show or the news channel or whatever the heck we were watching, that's what it was saying. I think it said 15 years. It is weird that birds can't feel capsaicin. It's also weird that they have beaks. It's weird that octopi have beaks. Don't you think? All right, we're way off topic. I'm going to shut it down, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me. That was fun. Again, one more time, if you don't have a support system, if you are feeling alone, you don't feel like you have someone you can talk to about the things that you really need to, the things that are really weighing you down and burdening your heart and your soul, reach out to me. Email me at sober@myyahoo.com. I'm also willing to connect with you on Facebook, on Messenger. Right now, my name is Dreamwalker. I've been thinking about changing that. Facebook made me spell it wrong. They wouldn't let me spell dream properly, so don't judge me. And yeah, send me an email, shoot me a message, give me a call, something like that, and let's talk about it. Let's get you a 5. Let's get you involved. Let's find out what the hang up is. I have time for you. And with that being said, I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Hit the like, subscribe, and the bell for notifications if you like what we do here. Topic, what do you mean you need a topic? The topic is... what was it? It wasn't contrary action. It was, oh yeah, it was boundaries, contrary action, and support systems. You can choose from those. Nice, Mr. Ray Ray. I can relate with that. Shadow of the Erd Tree came out, so I've been running through that like it's not even hard. Just kidding. It is really hard. Okay, so Ben knows. Okay. I hope it misses Earth. I like this place. All right, y'all. It's hard to say goodbye. I hate goodbyes, don't you? It's not goodbye, though. It's I will see you later. How about that?